Alright, what's up YouTube? Steven Smith here, back with another tutorial video. A little different than my usual, just playing and showing you what I've been working on. For those of you who don't know, I write a blog, and it's on my website, stevenlsmith.ca, which you can check out. And this video is all about one of my blog posts that I wanted to have a video format so that all of you on YouTube can check it out as well. So this video I'm going to go over the kind of guitar strings that I use and the guitar strings that a fingerstyle guitarist should really be using, at least in my opinion, because fingerstyle is a little bit different than a usual guitar. Normal guitar players, they don't need as much flexibility or even durability, and the sound really needs to be really big for a fingerstyle guitarist, because as a fingerstyle guitarist, you're a one-man band trying to replicate an entire song all by yourself, so you want as much help as you can get. Strings are a great way to add some volume to your playing, even if you have a really fantastic guitar. If you've got some crappy, worn-out strings, it's just going to make a really dead sound, and it's not going to sound all that great. Even if you have a really great sound system, and you're plugged in and you're playing, if you've got lousy strings, the sound is not going to sound that great. Which is why I'm going over a few things that I think is crucial to fingerstyle guitarists and the guitar strings that they use. So the first thing, as I mentioned, is the sound. We need a really big sound for fingerstyle guitar, because we are a one-man band and we're trying to make a really big sound. But the second part is also we need durability, right? We want our strings to last, and they need to be able to work through all of the pull-offs and hammer-ons we're doing at the top, as well as the picking with our fingernails and the thumb pick, which just really adds a lot more stress to the strings than some picks. I mean, a hard pick can wear down the bottom, but in most cases you're just playing chords at the top as a regular guitarist, and it's not going to be all that difficult on the strings. So you might be thinking, for durable strings you want coated strings. While there are lots of pros to coated strings, there are also a few cons. But first, let's go over some of the pros. First of all, having that extra layer really gives it more protection. Your strings will last much longer, and that's really the biggest benefit of coated strings. And I've found some really great strings that are coated. They're used by one of the best fingerstyle guitarists right now, one of the up-and-comers, Callum Graham. You've seen him on YouTube. And I've had a few lessons with him. He's really a phenomenal guitar player, and he highly recommends Elixir strings. And I used to use Elixir strings all the time as well. So here is an image of the Elixir strings, and you can check them out. I'll have a link in the description so you can buy them yourself if you decide that the coated string is the way that you want to go. Everybody has a different preference. And I've personally moved on from the coated Elixir strings to something else. Which brings me to my last point, is that you want these strings to be really easy to play. And what do I mean by easy to play? Is I want strings that I can bend, even on the first fret, a little bit of a bend up there. That's always a bit of a challenge. So you want some nice flexible strings. You want a light gauge of strings, because those strings are going to be easier to play. You don't have to push quite so hard with a lighter gauge. With a heavier gauge, you have to push harder. So a light gauge is really what you want in fingerstyle guitar especially. And finally, my last point of easy to play strings is that you really want uncoated strings, which kind of goes against the durability point. But having uncoated strings, your hands move much more freely, especially in my opinion. I've found that with coated strings, I'm playing something and I try to slide up and my hands get stuck, a little bit sticky. You know, they can get dirty faster with that extra coating, because sometimes sometimes dust will stick to your extra coat, and then that'll make it slower to play, harder to play, make your guitar dirtier, and just slow you down in the end. So to close this out, what strings do I recommend? Well, personally, I use these D'Addario strings, which you can see right here. These are the exact strings that I use. The box is a little bit busted here. I've got 2 left over still. They're really fantastic strings. They're uncoated. As we talked about, they're really easy to play because of no coating. But even without the coat, they're very durable. They've lasted a long time for me. I can go a month or two, or even more if I'm not playing all that much, or if I'm not playing many shows, then my strings can last longer. And the first point, as I said, is sound, right? We want to have a big, loud string sound. I've been playing some of my music in the background, and I've always been using D'Addario strings. You can see that it's pretty good quality. Alright, so that's it. I just wanted to go through that real quick. So to cap it off, we want fingerstyle guitar strings that are loud, we want them to be durable, and we want them to be easy to play. Alright, and we've got two options. We have the Elixir strings, which are coated, which are actually quite good. I would still use them if I ran out of my D'Addarios. And then we have the uncoated, which is my D'Addario strings, and that's my favorite. Now, I'm not sponsored or anything, but I just wanted to let you guys know that this is what I use. And I hope you have found some value in this. Give me a subscribe, like, comment. Do you have any other strings? I know Tom Emanuel, my idol, he uses some different strings, which I haven't actually tried yet, but I will try eventually, and I'll let you guys know. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.